Hi, I'm Dale and welcome to Spotted Motors. Today you find us at WB & Son Classic Car Auction, where we're here to have a little bit of a preview of what is going to go through in their December auction. So what we're going to do, we're going to head inside. There's a few nice special cars that we're going to have a little bit of a good look around, and then there's a few bits and bobs outside us too that we're going to have a look around as well. So WB & Son Classic Car Auction, let's go and have a look inside. So here we are inside WB & Son Classic Car Auction, and Spotted Motors absolutely loves it here. We have bought, we have sold, and we have attended so many auctions here at WB & Son. We love the variety of cars. There's a bit of everything, and there's something for everyone. And as you can see, by just having a little wander through some of the cars that are here now, there is a bit of everything going on here, from sports cars to rally cars, to classic cars, to commercials. There's a bit of everything here. So what I'm going to do, I won't be able to film every single car here today. I'm going to pick out some of the things that have really stuck out to me, and we'll also have a little look outside as well, where there's a few more classic cars that are going to go through December auction. WB & Sons do a video on each car that does go through the auction, and you get a lot of detailed photos as well. So always check out the WB & Son website, Instagram page and YouTube channel for a rundown of everything that is going to go through. So let's set up and let's have a look at the first car that we're going to talk about on Spotted Motors. So the first car we're going to take a look at is this Ferrari Mondial. Now, this is the sort of entry-level classic Ferrari that's out there on the market, and one that I've always had a bit of a liking for. Mid-engined V8, and I do believe that this is the sort of the last Ferrari 2+2 mid-engine V8 that they made. So in my eyes, it's quite a special car. This one is a 1994. Mondials were made from 1980 to around about 93, 94. So it is a very sort of a young model. This one has unbelievably low mileage at 1,600 miles, and looking at the condition of it, it is absolutely stunning from nose to tail. It's the T, so it means that it's the convertible one, and I'd be more than happy to own this car. I think it's a fantastic investment. With that kind of mileage, I think you'd struggle to find anything like this in the classic car Ferrari market. So this is definitely a top pick. I'll grab the camera and have another closer look around it, but that is a very, very nice car. So as mentioned, it is a proper thing. Convertible in Ferrari red. Mondial T. This on anybody's driveway in any street in Britain, it would just look amazing. I love the bonnet. We've got the Ferrari pop-up headlights, and we've got the really chunky Ferrari alloy wheels with the really nice chunky Goodyear tyre on as well. It's such a good looking car, and like I said, these are sort of entry-level Ferrari classics. I'll check out in a minute what the guide price is. We have a little look inside. It's got beautiful black leather interior with the red carpet as well, and I absolutely love the sort of neon red speedo and rev counter, and you've got that beautiful Ferrari shifter as well. It's a 5-speed, and it's almost like a dogleg box, with first gear being where second gear would normally be, so you shift up into second. I think they do that because with race cars you're normally between second and third, and then it's straight through, making gear changes easier. It is a 2+2, although I don't know where your legs would be. What a car, beautiful in every way, low mileage. 1994 Ferrari Mondial with a guide price of £22,000 to £28,000. I think that is an absolute deal. I really, really do. For a Ferrari with that low mileage in this condition, I think it's got everything going for it, and I really do think that it'll do the guide quite easily. So yeah, we'll find out on auction day with this one. When you think Audi, you think Quattro. When you think Quattro, you think Rally, and this is exactly what this is. I absolutely love this 1985 Audi Quattro, and it is wonderful in this white colour. You normally see these in the red, the black or the gold, but I think in white it just stands out even more, especially with like the black rubber spoiler on it, Quattro stickers all over it. I absolutely love it. This is a timeless classic. Everybody knows the Quattro, everybody knows that shape, and everybody knows that engine noise. These are just, every time you think of them, you think of Group B rallying and these cars, like all four wheels off the ground. Absolutely phenomenal car. And going crazy money as well at the minute. Just like the Ferrari, I'll grab the camera and I'll have a good look around it. But yeah, this is a very special car. This one's a little bit more fenced in than what the Ferrari was, so excuse the camera angles on this one. Probably get a lot of close-ups. But 1985 Audi Quattro in this wonderful white colour. Looks really nice and standard. It hasn't been messed about with. It's got the original wheels, skirts and all that type of stuff. It does look like it's been fitted with parking sensors, which isn't a bad thing. They're nice and discreet down there. But I love that rear spoiler, love the black trim, just makes the white pop out that even more. This one on the speedo, open the door, is showing 109,000 miles, which I'd say is extremely low for these. You normally see these cars with 160 up to 200,000 miles because they were so reliable and so fun. People just seem to use them, which is exactly what they were for. Interior, loving the two-tone grey and black. Really, really nice. And what I really like about these is the sort of the display down here showing the four-wheel drive. Absolutely love that. Screamed out 80s. Love the 80s dashboard. Really nice, comfy place to be. And just looking at that steering wheel, them pedals and that seat, it just looks like it would be so much fun to drive this car. It's a B-road car, and in that condition, I think you'd be terrified of taking it out on a B road and pushing it too hard. But what a beautiful, beautiful car. Always been a Quattro fan, and this one, I think, should sell well. The guide price on this Audi Quattro, £15,000 to £18,000. That might shock a few people, and they might think that's a lot of money, excuse the phone there. But Audi Quattros have been going up in value for years and years now, so this makes this a very, very solid investment in my eyes. Will it do that in this climate? I don't know, but I think there's enough fans out there and enough Audi and Quattro fans out there, so I think it will get somewhere near that. Fingers crossed it does. Sticking with cars that have a rally pedigree, we have this, a Subaru Impreza, but not just any Subaru Impreza. This is an RB5, Richard Burns 5, for those who don't know. Now, only 444 RB5s were produced, and this one is even more rare, being the WR Sport model, and I believe that only 170 of them were actually produced. So this makes this a very rare car indeed. This one is actually number 403 of the RB5 model. Subarus have always sold well, and they have steadily went up in price for a number of years now. Will they still sort of have that demand in this climate at the minute? I don't know. With this being an RB5, I think it will still sell well. Guide price on this is 10 to 14, and like I say, for entry level sort of Subarus, they're still climbing, so this one is priced very fair, I believe. I'll grab the camera and have a little look around it as well. So as mentioned with the Audi Quattro, it's fenced in, so we're going to get a lot of close-ups of this, which isn't too much of a problem, is it? There we are, RB5, Richard Burns 5, and I do believe they made this model to celebrate his World Rally Championship. Inside, as all Subarus, they are relatively basic. There's not much going on in there. They're not a luxury car, they are an out and out four-wheel drive rally monster. And there we have the plaque at the bottom there. shown number 403. Now these engines make such a distinctive noise. You can tell one coming from a long way away, and if you've never ever drove one of these Imprezas, you are really seriously missing out. They drive absolutely fantastic with power on tap, and you do not tire of that noise. The bonnet vents, the really deep chin spoiler make these cars look so aggressive, and they have went from being a sort of boy racer car to now a future investment, and definitely put themselves in massive classic car territory. This is a 1999 model, and I don't think they come in much better condition than this. It's got very respectable mileage on it, but credit to the owners, they have kept it in very nice condition. So there you go, 1999 Subaru Impreza RB5. Will it hit the 10 to 14,000 pound reserve? What do you think? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's a good buy in this climate? Find out in December. This is one of two Capris that are going to go through the auction in December, and this one is the 2.8 injection model. So this is the real deal, this one. This one really caught me. I absolutely love the colour. I'm a big green fan, and this one really does it for me. It's got absolutely fantastic tartan interior, which I'll show you in a second. It's also got them pepper pot alloy wheels that were really well known on the Capri back in the day. This one again is in absolutely fantastic condition, and I would love to own this. I have owned a couple of Capris in the past, but I've never had a V6 one, and that engine is sort of really well known in the classic Ford, in classic Ford fans. That's the word I was looking for there. I'll grab the camera and we'll have a look, because I'm spending a lot of time looking at this one, Anna, so I think I better grab the camera and let everyone else have a look. The Capri is such a well-known car among Ford fans, and I don't think there's ever been a shape of a sort of British muscle car that's ever quite matched the Capri. It had everything going for it. That bonnet bulge, the twin headlights, just really nice, mean looking car, especially with the decals on the side pointing out that it is an injection. And then we move on to the interior and look at them seats. Absolutely fantastic. Really nice condition, this one. We're going to delve inside, where we've got a 4-speed manual and a very busy dashboard there with plenty of dials and things going on. Obviously tail happy, rear wheel drive, 2.8 V6 on tap. It makes me want to drive it. If there was one car I was going to drive today, it would be that one. That is just everything. Manual rear wheel drive V6. Fantastic. I like the two-tone green as well. Really makes it, adds it that little bit different. And as mentioned, you've got the pepper pots there as well. Super car, absolutely fantastic. So this 1982 model has a guide price of 10 to 14,000 pound. So what do you think? Do you think that'll get close to the guide price? Classic Fords have always been a solid investment, and I can't see why this one isn't either going to be. It's a 2.8, it's an injection, it's a beautiful colour, it's really nice, clean all the way around it, so I think it'll do really well. But what do you think? Will it hit the 10 to 14,000 pound guide price? Up next we have this, the Triumph GT6, the sort of Spitfire bigger brother in the to your R6 younger brother. I absolutely love these. I think they're absolutely phenomenal shape. Love the bonnet bulge, love the classic round headlights on the front, and this rear end, even though it is a Mark III, they have such a wonderful back end. Really nice shape. Absolutely love it. And again, it's in green, so that's why I like it. Always vowed to own one of these. I've had my fair share of MGBs, but I've never delved into the GT6 ownership. Fantastic engine, straight six in these, wonderful sound, beautiful bodywork. What's not to like about them? This one is a 1972 model. It's got the black interior with a wood dashboard. It just screams out sort of British sports cars from the 70s. I love it. It's got its fair share of bits of chrome on it as well. So I've got the camera. Let's have a little look around it and show you the interior as well. So the GT6, I would say, is a very popular car, but I think when it comes to British sports cars, everyone always thinks about the MGB because that is so popular, but these are such a good looking car. From every angle, I think these look really, really nice. I just love this rear quarter. They look quite muscular and elegant all at the same time, and I'd absolutely love to own one of these. I did come very, very close when me and Michael went and looked at one that hadn't moved for 30 years, and it just come at such the wrong time for us. And I think it's one of them cars that I'll always regret not getting. Really low slung seats, you're really low at the ground, and you've got that straight six engine as well. I think that would be such a wonderful car to drive. Love it in green, love the chrome. Yeah, really, really, really like this one. It's in very usable condition is what I'd call this. And remember, this is a 1972 car as well. Yeah, I'd definitely put this one on my list. With the guide price of £7,000 to £8,000, I think that is a fantastic buy. Really, really good condition, very usable, 1972, it's the right colour, right engine, all the chrome bits are there, it's a full, complete car. I think that is a fantastic buy. I really do hope it does the numbers, but I don't know what the market is at the minute for like 60s, 70s British sports cars, so yeah, really do hope that this sells well and gets the money it deserves to get. Proving that there is something for everybody in everybody's budget here at WB & Sons, we have popped outside where the more affordable classics are, somewhere where I really like to be, and especially in the shape of a Rover 75. Now, a lot of people do turn their nose up at the Rover 75, but this is a proper future classic and one that is often overlooked. I've always been a Rover 75 fan. I've always been a Rover fan for argument's sake, but I just think that these are fantastic cars. They already look like a classic car, and even inside they already look like a classic car. These are now starting to sort of get a little bit more popular, and you can start to see prices starting to nibble up a little bit, especially on like really high spec ones and V6 engine ones as well. This one, again, I absolutely love. WB & Sons have had quite a lot of Rover 75s go through the auction, but I've never ever bought one. Maybe this is the one, maybe this is the one. Love the colour, love the interior, and I think it's got the right engine as well, so yeah. I'm going to have a look at the details on my phone on the WB & Sons website. I'm getting excited, look, and I'll grab the camera and we'll have a little look around it as well. So here we go. Y-Reg 2.5 V6 petrol, manual gearbox, and look at the colour. I wish you could sort of see the colour. When I first turned up it looked jet black, then it started looking a little bit purpley. Now it's almost got like a little bit of a brownie colour tint to it. I absolutely love it. This one is no reserve, which gets me more excited by the minute. It's even got the proper big number plate on it as well, so it's got everything that I like about Rover 75s. Is it open? No, unfortunately it's not open, so we can't have a look inside, but I'm sure if I went and asked everyone inside at WB & Sons, they would quite happily give me the keys, just like on auction day. But just to remind you that if you do like a certain car that's on the catalogue, go on the WB & Sons YouTube channel, and then they do a detailed walk around on all cars and engine startup as well. So yeah, for this to be no reserve, this has got me this has got me very, very excited. So I will definitely be here on auction day, and I'll be having a look at this. I think definitely my Rover 75 itch might get scratched. Up next we have this 1996 Toyota Celica. Now, I used to have one of these and it was an absolutely phenomenal car, so reliable. I drove the car into the absolute ground. I got every mile I could out with the car. Now this one in black, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's got cream leather, which I'll show you in a second. 90s cars do seem to be going up in price a lot. And if you think about it, if you look at 80s cars and look how much they are now to buy, I think 90s cars are going to do exactly the same. It's just the nostalgia of like jumping in one and it being simple and not too many electrics, as James is just about to get on the tractor and make a little bit of noise in the background. Hopefully it's not interfering with the camera too much. I think it's time for me to grab the camera. So here we go, Toyota Celica 1996, and it is a GT model as well, showing 102,000 miles, and it is a manual, so a driver's car, definitely so. Yeah, in black, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's got Toyota alloy wheels on it there, and it also has a bit of a, I'd call a body kit, and then more of a high-rise spoiler. Inside, not to everyone's cup of tea, I'd say, but it has got the cream leather, which is, I'm going to call rare. I can't really recall seeing many with that interior. But yeah, really nice place to be, very comfy. Use these cars for a daily driver, you know, a bit of a classic or retro daily driver. And hopefully something that you won't really lose money on as well. And that's the beauty of owning things like this. You can drive around in them, and as long as you maintain them nicely, they will hold the value for a resale as well. Now the guide on this one, as I'm just going to check my phone to make sure I get it right, is £2,000 to £3,000. Now, as I mentioned, 90s cars, they're definitely going up in value. They're definitely solid investments, and I do believe that around about £2,000 to £2,500, that would be a cracking car to daily drive and have a lot of fun with. Now, just to really prove that there is a car for everybody at WB & Son, and a car for everyone's budget at WB & Son, we have this. Look at this. It's a Mark II Volkswagen Golf, and it's a shape that everybody knows. Everybody knows the Mark II Golf. This is the 4-door version, and I've really took a liking to this. I'm a big Golf fan anyway, and I've had a GTI in the Mark II. But I don't know what it is. It's oozing character, this car. It's parked out the back. It's looking a little bit lonely. Needs a new owner. But I love it. I really, really do love this car. This is a 1989 model, and it's a project. It's definitely a project, but it's project money. So you can come to an auction like this. You can have a lot of fun watching the big cars sell, which was what I normally do. And then when it comes to something like this, you can have a lot of fun, put your hands in the air, and you can come away with something. Now, I would love this as a bit of a winter project. It's never going to be a show queen, something that I'd tidy up and be able to use it for 6 months, and then sell it on. And if I can get my money back, I'm always happy. Yeah, I like this a lot. A lot. Now, the Mark II is an official classic car. It is now, isn't it? It's got a lot of heritage. The Golf name is still going strong and still sells in big numbers. Now, as mentioned, it is a project, but it is project money, and you can't really get much for less than £1,000 nowadays, especially anything from the 80s. But it's complete. It's got everything is still attached to the car. We can have a look inside. Now, don't get too shocked. There is a couple of little rips, there's a couple of little tears, and the gear gator definitely needs sorting out. But, as again, it's all there. Everything is there. It's all complete. And because they are so simple to work on, this would be a fantastic little winter project, and I do think with a little bit of TLC it would come up fantastic. This one is showing 143,000 mile. Again, that's nothing to worry about. My GTI had 155 and it was still going really, really strong. So this one, I do think it'll sell extremely well. Now the guide on this is £400 to £600. I'd buy that right now. I really, really would. If that was outside my house, someone pulled up outside my house and said, will you give me £600 for that? Of course I would. I wouldn't even look underneath it. It's a fantastic buy. Yeah, 75 all this. I'm going to be stuck on that auction day. So there we go, that is Spotted Motors quick look round WB and Son. I can't even talk today. I think it's a cold. I think the cold's getting to me a little bit. Spotted Motors quick look round WB and Sons upcoming auction. I've done it. Yeah, it's. I think it's the 7th of December. I really should have done my research on that. But everything is available on the WB and Son website. It's a fantastic website. Catalogue's all there. You can bid online, and like I say, if you like anything here today, it's all on the YouTube page, and it shows you detailed descriptions of the car and even engine startups as well. Now, there's still a good couple of weeks or even 3 weeks before the auction's here, so they'll still be booking cars in to get sold at that auction. So as it stands, I think there's 130 cars or 130 lots that are going to go through the auction on that day. So I've only scratched the surface when it comes to looking at the cars inside and outside. I'm forever always on the WB and Son website, and every other day I have a look to see what lots and what new arrivals are coming in on WB and Son, because Spotted Motors is always after a classic car, always after a little project, or always after a daily driver for us as well. So we have bought, we have sold here so many times. We absolutely love this place. So yeah, I think that's it. Join us on auction day in December, where we will watch the cars that we have filmed today, go through the auction and see how they do to their guide price, and see if Spotted Motors walks away with anything for a winter project. So I suppose that just leaves me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching. We've been Spotted Motors, and also a thank you to WB and Son for allowing us to come in today, rattle around, have a nosy around, and have a bit of a film as well. So thank you very much indeed.